Jaxson Dart's pro day absolutely changed everything for the NFL in this year's NFL draft that's coming up in less than a month, just a few weeks away. And man, we're starting to hear a lot of rumors that teams like the Steelers and some other teams as well could be highly interested in picking up a guy like Jaxson Dart in this year's NFL draft, especially after what they saw at his pro day.
Brooks and Daniel Jeremiah this morning, they were saying that Jaxson Dart put on a showcase at he was running it all himself. He was holding court, asking NFL coaches, what do you guys want to see now? I could do it. I'll show you. And then you just tweeted out that it was interesting that Jaxson Dart was a top 30 visit for the Pittsburgh Steelers today. Why is that interesting? Eh? What do you know?
Yeah. It is interesting to me. First of all, it sounded like his pro day did go exceptionally well. Definitely in the conversation to be the number 3 quarterback taken. And if you say to me right now, what is my guess? Just guess where he goes. I would say first round is very much a possibility for Jaxson Dart.
Wow.
Maybe mid to late first round, but
Bring him home.
I probably would have said the same thing for Bo Nix last year, and he went 12. So quarterbacks are, hard to predict. The Steelers one is interesting because he is obviously very talented. If he goes middle to back of first round, and he goes to a team that may or may not soon have Aaron Rodgers, that's not a long-term answer.
Whoa.
They would love a long-term answer. Jaxson Dart has been the guy when people, if you look kind of like the back half of the draft, there's not a ton of teams. There's some, but not a ton of teams that need a quarterback as their franchise guy. The Steelers are one. That would be one that makes some sense to me if that's someone that they view that they could take there.
Now, during this year's NFL Draft Combine, he clearly looked like the best quarterback in this year's NFL Draft. Just because Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders weren't participating, he was the best guy there. And it was clear as day. He was above guys like Will Howard, and Tyler Shuck looked good as well. But Dylan Gabriel, Jaxson Dart just looked like the best quarterback there. And I don't think there's any debate at that at all. Now, during his pro day, a lot of teams were very, very interested. You had the Giants, you had the Cleveland Browns, you had the Saints, you had the Rams, you had the Jets, even the Las Vegas Raiders were there as well. Now, I don't think that Jaxson Dart will sneak into the top 10, but if you ask me, do I think he'll sneak into the top 25? Yeah, I think he will be selected within the top 25 picks because of the true potential that he has as a player. And the Steelers holding that number 21 pick right now are rumored to be their long-term answer at quarterback, right? They may bring in a guy like Aaron Rodgers, and that may happen. But is Aaron Rodgers a long-term solution? No, he's not. So I do believe that Jaxson Dart would benefit a ton from not only be drafted by the Steelers, but being able to learn, develop behind a guy like Aaron Rodgers could be a difference maker for his potential. We already saw how it worked out for Jordan Love. Now, before his pro day, a lot of scouts viewed him as a day 2 prospect, and even before the combine, some ranked him as a day 3 prospect. Concerns about his processing beyond the first read, struggles in big games, right? A lot of people were nervous about that specifically, but after the pro day, a lot of those concerns seemed to go away. He displayed great arm talent. The accuracy was, again, perfect. We have to understand that he did it during the combine, throwing to random receivers that he had no chemistry with at all. He showcased it again at the pro day. Elite accuracy. He's got some really good athleticism, can get out the pocket, make plays happen off script, which is very important in this modern day of football. And again, I think he is proven to be not only a top quarterback in this year's draft, but easily a top 3 quarterback in this year's NFL draft. Proven with the velocity, the touch on his throw, with the toughness he is as a runner. I think it easily boosted up that grade a ton. Now, real quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you want more of these type of videos. I plan on doing a Shedeur Sanders one next after his pro day, but I plan on covering the entirety of the NFL draft. So subscribe, hit the like button, join the family, turn on post notifications, and comment down below P2 if you want more of these videos, and let's dive back in. So at the end of the day, I do believe Jaxson Dart changed everything, not only at the NFL Combine, but at the pro day as well. I think everything he displayed showcased potential. And at the end of the day, teams are looking for that alone, potential. Can you be a good quarterback in the NFL? Can you grow? Can you learn? Can you be coached? And I think he proved all of those things and more in terms of just overall talent from day one. Went from a possible late day 2 pick, early day 2 pick, or late second, early third round pick, to now people are saying first rounder, maybe even within the top 10 he could be drafted. Maybe a team like the Saints will take him at 9. I don't know. But what I do know is that draft stock, the buzz around his name is growing each and every single day. People are willing to use a higher pick on him, and I think that's huge, man. Good job by Jaxson Dart. Let me know in the comments down below, where do you think would be the best fit for Jaxson Dart? I think the Steelers. I really do, especially if they grab a guy like Aaron Rodgers. Not only does it add that versatility where they don't need to start him right away, they can develop him behind Aaron Rodgers as a mentor, which is a great guy to have. And I think he can develop into something really good down the line. You also look like New Orleans. Kellen Moore is a head coach, front center. I mean, he's a good signal caller. He's a good quarterback, or a good coach to be able to develop a quarterback in the NFL. So I like the Saints. The Browns are interesting. Maybe they go Travis Hunter. At number 2, maybe they go Abdul Carter. They'll need a quarterback in that second round behind Kenny Pickett. Jaxson Dart, if he's there, I think that would be their selection. Dallas Cowboys, they just traded for Joe Milton. I don't think that's a big landing spot for them specifically. Maybe they do. I don't know. I doubt it. Giants will be interesting. They have number 3. They'll probably take Shedeur Sanders if they're taking quarterback. If not, we'll see what they do after that. The Steelers, like I said, big time pickup for them if they can get him, and I think he could be there. Jets, they got Fields. Raiders, I don't think after re-signing Geno to a 3-year extension or a 2-year extension, he'll be there for 3 years. But let me know what you guys think. Now, I did want to show you the rest of his pro day throws, so if you guys want to stick around and watch the rest of these, you guys can. If not, I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe, join the family. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.